Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.
Welcome back. A member of the Greatest Generation says he is sharing his story as a way of speaking up for those who never came home and for those who have since passed.
Gwen Bevel and photojournalist Nicholas Kiefer have tonight's Veteran Salute.
Robben Ledeker was in the middle of the war in the Pacific when he ran into two friends from his hometown. When he told them he'd see them back in Ark City, they replied that they wouldn't make it out of the war alive. Ledeker says that's when the reality of the conflict really hit him. He says war was terrible, but he is thankful to have done his part.
I was a pretty good-looking guy in my time, wasn't I?
Robben Ledeker was barely 18 when he got his draft notice.
This is Medical Service Corps.
2 months later, he was in the Navy.
And I've never been assigned to a ship. So my career in the Navy has been a little weird.
Ledeker says his brother Bill was his biggest hero. He was held as a prisoner of war following his capture at the Battle of the Bulge.
It showed that I was in the Asiatic Pacific.
He says Guadalcanal was secured by the time he got there, but there were some scary nights.
I said, what in the world's that noise? Oh, that's Washing Machine Charlie. He's coming over and he drops a bomb every evening out in the jungle. Then he flies back to wherever he came from.
He says the bombings eventually stopped.
I don't know whether Washing Machine Charlie got shot down, ran out of bombs, or his old airplane gave up.
The corpsman continued to supply ships in the harbor with medical supplies.
We were getting so far back from the front that the ships had stopped coming in for medical supplies. They'd go somewhere else.
That's when they were told to load it all up.
We worked 3 days and 3 nights without any sleep, but we got it done.
The men weren't done in war. Ledeker was then assigned a ship for the invasion of Japan.
I'd had amphibious training, and I knew right where I was going, to the front.
He says then everything changed.
If Truman, God bless him, hadn't dropped those bombs, I probably wouldn't be here today.
He says he'll never forget the war-ridden ship they made the journey home on.
Had a great big crack in the bow of the ship, but anyway, we made it home.
Ledeker says he was on the bow of that ship and was the first under the Golden Gate Bridge.
I remember I got off the ship and I kissed the ground.
He says then the sailors went on a very important mission.
We went to a restaurant and ordered a glass of milk, fresh milk, because we hadn't had anything but powdered milk the whole time we were gone. So that was, then I called home.
When he got back to Ark City,
this is a picture taken after World War II.
It was captured after these classmates all made it back safely.
That guy's name's Jim Heck, Bob Beck. I just don't loan that out to anybody.
He's proud of his generation.
We stand up and do what we have to do.
Ledeker and his hero brother came from a long line of service dating back to the Civil War, and that legacy continues. One grandson a Marine, another served in the Army, and Ledeker was part of his great-grandson's turning blue ceremony.
It's a great honor and a privilege, and to do it with my great-grandson.
The corpsman even tried on his great-grandson's beret and says that was a first. He says it was the first time the soldier had ever worn a naval cap, especially like the one he had as a young man more than 7 decades ago.
Is that on straight?
Ledeker climbed rank quickly while in the Navy, and in order to keep that, he entered the reserves after World War II. He was called back for Korea and finished off his service at an amputee center for the Korean War. Here for you, Gwen Bevel, KSN News 3.
On behalf of Devon James Injury Lawyers, we're honored to be here with this week's Veteran of the Week, Robben Ledeker, who's Lieutenant Commander in the United States Navy. Thank you for your service, sir.
You're welcome. And you know, it's a great honor to do this anytime, but I assume everyone in this room knows that this is the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. So thank you again on this momentous occasion.
Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.